Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once more for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Till the quiet and the echoes became colder. And I never really knew that it was over. Till the quiet and the echoes became colder.
Look at all those people. Z Muffin Man, Gas Junkie, Lumber Hacks, Ken Duck, Mr. Crosswind. I know how to bring Crosswind out from hiding. I'll point this way because that's where the camera's at. Fly the Dash 8, he'll show up. Subsonic. I already said Lumber Hacks, but I'll say Lumber Hacks again. Because why the hell not? Cylindus, Stealth Bob, P-Bask, FSX Guru, Giant Unicorn, ISO McTig. Goddamn, dude, your name always throws me off. Flight Satech, I think, is in here. Z Camera, OSU Trooper, Uberbot. Good to see all you guys tonight. Ridiculous! How could I forget Ridiculous? So good to see you, Ridiculous. I love your name. Uh-oh, I better move that. That's gonna cause problems. I'm so excited. I love this livery. It's so, every time I fly this plane, I have to fly this livery. We're a little boring on the call sign tonight, though. JW65922, welcome aboard. Ah, dude, Cross and I agree, man. I love flying this thing. It definitely has, it has, it's old, it's showing its years, but it's still a good fun flight. B Keith, good to see you, man. I wasn't testing in the, we were flying through some of the new airports, but we weren't officially testing anything. We were completely off ATC. But a couple of us were out there having fun, flying through some weather. Assad! Good to see you, man. Alright, what do we gotta do here? We gotta turn that off. Probably should kill the music, but I like the music. It's almost done. Alright. Happy Monday. Good to see you all. Welcome aboard. It's been a week. It's been a week. Let me tell you what. Somebody asked earlier what I'm drinking. I'm not drinking today. I drank enough over the weekend to last me probably 3 weeks. So we're gonna take the night off. I'm having water. Between Halloween and then yesterday, we had a whole shitload of family over. We had 15 people here at the house, eating and drinking and whatever else. Typical Portuguese food. Like, my wife is Portuguese, all her family is Portuguese, and all the Portuguese people were over this weekend. So we ate and we ate and we ate and we ate, and then we drank and we drank and drank and drank, and then we ate and drank some more. It went on for like 5 or 6 hours. It was crazy. Good to see you all, though. Wow, we were at 40. So when I was doing the intro, before I started talking, there were 40 people in here, and now there's 32. I don't know how I feel about that. We got the dedicated few. So good to see you guys. Happy Monday. I'm trying to get back on a normal schedule for streaming, but we bought the car last week, so we did that on Wednesday. Very happy to have that out of the way. And then just other things have come up. I've been busy. Work has been picking up for a while now, and whatever. We're here tonight. That's all that matters. We're flying the FlyJSim -8 Q400. I love this plane. It's actually nice to see Crosswind is in here, man. Big shout out to him. One of my first planes in flight, one of my first payware planes in flight sim was the Majestic Q400. I absolutely adore that plane, and I'm so waiting for it to be on P3D, but we won't talk about that tonight. I love that plane. And when I came over to X-Plane, one of the first things I had to buy was the Q400 here. While not as complete a simulation, and definitely has some rough edges, because, let's face it, this is like a 4-year-old plane at this point, it's still fun to fly. And this livery is amazing. Find me a better livery in all of flight simming. I don't think so. Maybe Cranky's Halloween livery from over the weekend would be better, but I love flying this thing. It's a good fun flight. So, here we are. We're going to be out of LAX tonight, heading up to Bakersfield. I noticed that there's some rain up north of here, so we might actually get some weather flying around today. That's kind of what I'm stoked for that. I did have a chance to fly some weather over the weekend with Josh and some of his cronies, and it was good fun. My Airbus got freaking tossed. Like, we came into a thunderstorm in Portland, and I was just go-boom, 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 go-boom all over the place, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. P3D beta about an hour ago. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I'm gonna definitely give that a go, because I haven't flown that in a while. And P3D version 3 is really good. Like, it's really good. So, we'll get there. Did this livery chance have anything to do with my Halloween costume? Nah, man, I didn't wear a Halloween costume. Jack was giving me the history of this livery, and he says, him and somebody else wanted to make a My Little Pony, like, they had a My Little Pony contest. And if I recall, there's the My Little Pony, and then there's also the Rainbow Dash. Once this thing loads here. So, yeah, there's the two variants of the My Little Pony stuff. I think that the other one is cooler, but this is definitely a nice simplistic plane. I love the fact that the engines on both sides are different colors. But we're gonna go with the other one here. So yeah, I guess they had a little contest on who could make the most ridiculous Q400 livery, and I forget which one Jack made and which one the other guy made. But I found, like, Jack told me about. I asked Jack what his favorite livery was, and he's like, "This." I found it. I'm like, "Yes, that's perfect." But no, I was not My Little Pony for Halloween. I went as myself. I drank. Marlos, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Anyway, let's hop in this thing and get it flying. Actually, let's close. How do we? No. I can never remember how to shut the door here. So we're gonna just leave the door open. I know the door will shut itself at some point. This is the Q400. It actually, like, the plane's held up pretty well. Like, I'm surprised at what I think this is built for X-Plane 9, and it does have a default FMC, but we're gonna use XFMC to do all our work for us. And we may fly the return route slant alpha or something fun like that, but actually most of this flight's going to be slant alpha anyway because we have to do some radial intercepts. But yeah, it's a plane. It's pretty cool. So we'll start with standby battery, auxiliary battery, main battery, and the battery master. It's going to start beeping at us. It's probably not very happy. That's okay though. We'll figure that out. Everything comes up. There's no IRSs to align or anything like that. Alas, we're not flying a plane that's quite that advanced, but yeah. But we're on the ground here, Los Angeles. Like I said, we're gonna be heading out to Bakersfield. We're over at the Atlantic Aviation ramp currently. Call sign tonight is gonna be de Havilland 717 Tango Sierra. I thought about flying an actual airline, but I figure since I'm flying the My Little Pony livery, I didn't want to go find the Wild Horse, or like, I flew this thing one time and I think I found like Wild Horse call sign from some African airline, which was awesome, by the way. But I didn't feel like doing that today. I was running short on time. So yeah, we're here. Not much to the plane. Power on the APU. Start the APU. Gen bleeds come on. We can turn on the air conditioning for a little bit here. Oh, no, we can't do that because that'll turn the bleeds here off. So I guess the packs are already on. And that's really all we need to do with the overheads for the time being. Let's go check out my charts. Christian 1108. Out of 10, how would you rate this plane? I don't give planes star ratings. I like to fly it. That's all that matters. When you talk to me about a plane, it's going to be, do you like to fly it or do you not like to fly it? And that's pretty much my assessment. You'll see the problems and you'll see some of the good stuff as we're going here. But we're on the ground at LAX, down at Atlantic. We're going to give clearance a call up. They're going to be 120.35. So we'll come on down here. Click on U. And if I can find the click spots here. Every little plane's got its own little click spots. And they're always a little bit on the finicky side. So 120.35.
Torrance ground system 536.
Yeah,
kilo.
that's always a good sign.
Right. Charlie, I'd like to request
100%, great. Let's see, we're not using the weight and balance manager. Field view we don't have to worry about.
System 5364 Kilo Torrance
Open
ground.
pack store, there we go.
Runway at 29 left, taxi via Charlie Alpha Golf.
Via Charlie Alpha.
All right, I should get my pen and paper out.
29 left.
Oh, crap.
Kilo.
All right,
System 64 Kilo.
let's find the next page here. My shitty handwriting.
On departure, we'd like to request
November
left downwind
717 Tango Sierra. We are LAX.
Comanche 901 Papa, contact ground 121.6.
Bakersfield.
116, 901 pop.
Craft going on.
Cessna 64 Kilo. What's your directional flight going to be?
Why don't I fly on VATSIM? Because I fly on PilotEdge. I like PilotEdge.
left downwind departure for 64 Kilo.
I used to fly on VATSIM, but I don't fly it on it anymore.
Cessna 64 Kilo, understand, but
Tennis
what is your
guy,
directional
welcome
flight
aboard.
after the
Do I like to
downwind?
fly?
Are you
I do like to
going
fly it.
South, east, west?
It's a good plane. This for a true Q400 sim, the APU would fail. I'm assuming the reliability of the APU of the Q400 is not spectacular.
Thank you.
It's Lewis ground, Comanche 77901 pops.
Oh man, it's gonna be one of those nights trying to get a word in.
Charlie, taxi to the main terminal.
Comanche 77901 Papa, San Luis ground, taxi to parking via Alpha Connect.
Taxi via Alpha, 901 pop.
Los Angeles clearance to have 1717 Tango Sierra IFR Bakersfield.
Dav on 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles clearance delivery. Good evening. Cleared to the Bakersfield Airport, Gorman for departure. Gorman transition then is filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 5,000, expect 16,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 5365.
Go to Bakersfield Airport, Gorman for departure. Gorman transition is filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain. I can't actually read that number. 16,000 within 10, 125.2, and squawk 5365. 7 Tango Sierra.
Dav on 7 Tango Sierra, climb via the SID, accept maintain 5,000.
5 via the 6, accept maintain 5,000 to have on 7 Tango Sierra.
Dav on 7 Tango Sierra, read back correctly.
All right. Hang on a second here. Let's see if I can show you this.
Cessna 5364 Kilo. I'm
I
having
do
an
this
issue
all the
here.
time.
May I hold position?
My
at
writing
passenger parking?
is absolutely awful.
Cessna 64
Nobody,
Kilo,
even
Roger,
myself,
make your,
can read half
right
the
turn
shit
if
that's on
unable.
there. And that's
Make
after
the
I
right
went
on
through and
F8,
kind of
continue down
fixed
Alpha,
things
make
up
the
a
right
little
turn on
bit.
Foxtrot.
I have no idea how that became a 5, but whatever.
Roger, making the right
All
turn
right,
at
so
Foxtrot 64.
Gorman 4 departure. Let's talk about it here. I can't show you the Gorman 4 departure. If you want to go pull it up, you can pull it up. I can't show it to you because OBS is still being a giant piece of crap for me. John Fly, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Always good to see Mr. John Fly. Gorman 4 departure says on departure flight heading 250 below 3,000 feet until crossing the Santa Monica 154 radial. Expect vectors to intercept the 323 radial out of Los Angeles.
Tower, this is
Then we go to Gorman,
2 Juliet Whiskey.
and then from Gorman we're going to be on the Fasto 1 arrival, which is going to have Gorman, Ibwin,
232
Liebig,
Whiskey, Montgomery
Fasto, so on and
Tower,
so forth, on into
12900,
Bakersfield.
10, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Let's come back here.
28 right, cleared for takeoff, bearing 2 Juliet Whiskey.
Go ahead and turn off our controller there while we get everything set up. So, program this FMC. This is XFMC. I use this for any default. Pardon me. Any plane running the default FMC, I run XFMC. So, it works. It's whatever. It does the job. That's all we care about right now. So, departing and arriving. Actually, wait. FMC. Position in it. We are at KLAX. Nope. We're at KLAX. Put that right there. Go to the route page. KLAX to KBFL. Put that in right there. Activate. Execute. Gonna put in both the altitudes that we're looking for. Departing and arriving. We already did that. Okay. Departing from LAX. We're gonna be off of, I think, 25. I actually don't know. I'm gonna put in 25 left. There's no guarantee that that's what we'll get, but I'm assuming that's what we're gonna get. 25 left. Route. Execute that. And we're gonna want the Gorman departure. Well, we'll take the Gorman to Avenal. And then we'll go to the route page. The legs page, I should say. And we will delete Avenal. We will delete Corez. Yeah. Now we go back to the departure arrival page. We'll click on Bakersfield. We're going to take the ILS 30 right. Oh, it doesn't have the... Wait, hang on. Ah, there we go. Fasto 1 from Gorman. That's it. Wait, no, actually, it's not it. Transition Gorman. ILS. Great. Okay, so we can double check that. Make sure that all went in there properly. I'm not worried about the departure because that's the easy one. That's actually going to be doing some radial flying. But we expect Gorman, Liebig, Ibwin. Ibwin's not in there, so IBWEN. Click on you. There we go. IBWEN. IBWEN. We're going to put that after Gorman. Oh, shit. That's before Gorman. All right, let's try that again. What I meant to say was Ibwin. If I were doing this for YouTube, I would just pretend like that never happened. And then we have whatever that is, B334J. I have no idea. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like it. Do not want. Then Fasto, and then Jupex, and then we're back on the... We're down on the... Perfect. Okay. No, we're not necessarily going to fly all of our stuff off of that, but it's going to be there. I don't think any of the perf stuff really works in here. I know the fuel load's insufficient. I have disabled the weight and balance manager because I actually fly this a lot on FS Economy. Don't need that much gas at all.
Fuel load.
Yeah, fuel is way off on the fuel calculations are way off, but we will appease the fuel gods, even though I have more than enough fuel. 1,000 feet. And cost index, I don't know, we'll put in some bullshit number. So XFMC is a generalized FMC built to work on basically any plane. It modifies the default default X-plane FMC. Honestly, I'm really just going to use it to plug in my initial route. If I were doing a much longer route, it would be much easier than plugging into the X-plane FMC. So we'll do that, and then we'll have a way to basically fly waypoint to waypoint. Nothing super complex to worry about there. Like, obviously the Q400 FMC is much more complex, but not today. Okay, so that's plugged in. We need to talk about this departure just a little bit more. We need a couple of radials put in here. So I'm going to tune into Santa Monica. Santa Monica's 110.8. We're going to put that in nav 2, or VOR2. So 110.8. 0.8. Put that right there. And we're going to go to ILS. What? Not an ILS. Whatever. And then nav 1, we're going to put in Los Angeles, 113.6. So I guess ILS 1, 113.6. And if we come up here to the front panel, we're going to want to track ILS 2. So that's going to be grabbing U. ILS 2. Which is actually just nav 2, but I think it's because of the frequency. I think this is an ILS. We're going to call that 154. So this is our first altitude constraint that we care about. Our only altitude constraint, I should say. So 154. We need to stay below 3,000 feet until we cross this radial. Very important. And then we'll put back on nav 1 real quick. And that's going to be 323 coming out of Los Angeles. So that's going to be the 323 course. And that's what we're going to intercept once we are properly vectored onto the departure. So 323 right there. Okay, and we'll go back to nav 2. And eventually we'll do the FMS stuff and all that. We'll probably get direct to Gorman, will be my guess. But in case we don't, we'll have it all tuned up and ready to go. We know that we're going to fly out of here on the 250 heading. So 250 on the heading. 250. And we're going to hit the heading mode button. And then we're going to fly out at, we'll say a vertical speed to start with. I do not remember the proper way to actually fly this plane. Not that I know how to fly any plane properly, but we'll set that for about 1,800 or 1,900 feet per minute. That'd be a good start. Why not? So that's vertical speed. That is the heading. We can go up to, what did he say, 5,000 feet. So we'll set the altitude to 5K. It's 51, 5,000. Very important to push that button right there, or you will not intercept the altitude. You definitely want to hit that. We'll turn the yaw damper, autopilot, and all that stuff later. So that's the glare shield looking good. Back down to the back down to the radio panel here. We're gonna go 5365 for our squawk. Oops. So 5365. We'll go ahead and squawk altitude. So that's good. That's good. One more radio thing to care about. Gorman 116.1. We'll tune that in here. So 116.1. So we have our glare shield set up. We have our nav radio set up. We have our transponder set up. I think we are probably ready to start thinking about getting out of here. Size all the controls a little bit. You and you and... Okay, that's good there. Yeah, Chevy Man, good to see you, buddy. Biker Dude, good to see you as well. Reku, welcome aboard. KAVQ is gonna be one of the first ones they'll show off. I'm not a brony, man. I just like the livery. I think it's funny. Boy U18, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. We got everybody there, do we? Stealth Bobber. I'm not sure. I think I said hello to you earlier, but Hello again. What's up, Z Muffin Man? We're going. All right, Matt. How do you say that? Oh, Matt the Minion and Steve. Steve. We always see Steve and Matt the Minion. That's a really tough name to like glance at and try to say. Anyway, so we're back to the plane here. We're basically ready to get out of here. I think I can't anticipate anything else that we need to do. So let's start her up. Yeah. Going over. Oh, you know what? Oh, I knew there was one more thing. Hang on a second. We need to plug the V-speeds in. I kept running through my head. I'm like, I know there's something critical that I'm missing with this aircraft right now. Because I told myself just a second ago, don't forget to do this thing. And what I got to do is plug in the V-speeds. So, go to manuals. Go to U. Pull you over there. Actually, let's do this. Pull you up there. Okay, so our weight is 52,588. And of that, we have 6,800 pounds of fuel. That's going to give us an empty weight of, get my calculator out. I can't do math. 2,588 minus 6,800. 45,788 is our empty weight. 45,788. Very important for later. Okay, but what we really care about is a 52,588 number right now, because that's what we're going to look at for the V-speeds. So we're going to be in the 51,700 category. We're going to take off. We'll take off flaps 5. We've got a big runway here. Don't really need much. So hit the sell button. That's going to be V1. So for flaps 5 takeoff, we're going to be V1 of 117. 117. And a V2 of 117. Or sorry, V rotate of 172. V2 of 121. And this guy is going to be 130. 131, close enough. And then flaps clean by 141. All right, good there, good there. Okay. Weather at Los Angeles, last thing we're going to do here, then we'll get going. By the way, the weather's starting to look super shitty out in Bakersfield. I'm so excited. I like flying into bad weather. Weather at Los Angeles, though, winds 260-14. So 260-14, gust to 22. 10-mile visibility, few clouds, 2,700, scattered 3,500, scattered 18,000, 21 Celsius, altimeter 2977. And that's all. It's Los Angeles. So 2977 on the altimeter. 7. There we go. I think we're ready to go. My wife saw the plane and mentioned at the start, is that guy a brony? I've actually, and this is truth, this is truthful, I have never seen an episode of My Little Pony in my life. Never. So, if you guys watch it, that's totally cool. I have no problem with that. Be who you want to be the person you want to be, but, yeah, it's not really my thing. Alright, so, starting your Q400 airplane. We'll go ahead and turn, bleeds are going to stay on great. We'll turn both the ignitions on. We'll select engine number 1. Fasten seatbelts. No smoking sign. Bring on the red anti-collision lights. We'll bring on the logo lights. Position lights can also come on. And, yeah, all we got to do is hit that button right there. We're going to cheat a little bit. My condition levers are already in the fuel on position. I'm doing this because this plane is very finicky on startup, and if you don't ram that lever forward really quickly, you're not going to turn the plane on. So I will start with my condition levers already in the fuel on idle position. Don't judge me. Alright. There's one engine. Do the same thing with the other one. This, by the way, is my favorite plane in real life. I think Q400s are so freaking cool. There it goes to feather. And there it goes to start spinning. Ah. Nice, Bobber. Vapor Brain, welcome aboard. Good to see you. And with that, we will take that lever, pull him all the way forward, push the in-top button. This plane will start to come alive. Overhead panel gens are on. Bring the bleeds on. We'll turn the bleeds over to min. So seatbelt's good, that's good. Ignition off, ignition off. Oops, don't need to push you again. Bring the gen off there, bring the power off there on the APU. We will go pitot standby, static, on. And taxi lights. I think we're ready to go. A little bit on the loud side, so I'm gonna turn this down just a touch. Oops, not you. Get you there, you there, you there, you there, you there, you there, you there. Okay. Just a touch loud for my liking. Oh, dude, I'm on full reversers right now. Just making sure the engines work. Don't worry about it, guys. We cool. All right, so LAX ground on the south side is 121.75. 21.75. Moment of truth is right around the corner. We will start flying this plane very soon, I promise you. 121.75. And tower is going to be 120.95. 20. 5. Quick flight control check here. Make sure they're all free and clear. Yes, they are. That's good. That's good. One notch on the flaps, like so. Hydraulic, PTU both on. Push you in. None of the other buttons
right
really work.
Contact ground 121.6. Good day.
Auto feather, come on.
Right on Foxtrot and 120.6, 7 Tango Chance, yeah.
It's 121.6.
I'm sorry, 121, 7 Tango.
All right, so we're Atlantic, Alpha 6. Taxi our way over to ye ol' runway, or ye ol' stopping line, ye ol' edge of runway turn off, or ye ol' edge of non-movement area line. There we go.
St. Louis ground, Sirius 27 Tango Tango, taxiway Foxtrot, going straight ahead.
Sir 727 Tango Tango, St. Louis ground, take straight ahead to parking. Good night.
Straight ahead, 7 Tango to seal.
All right. Los Angeles ground, de Havilland 717 Tango Sierra's at Atlantic Aviation with the weather ready for taxi.
De Havilland 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles ground, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
25 left via Alpha Foxtrot, de Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. All right, here we go. I mean, by here we go, we're gonna go taxi for a bit. It's actually quite a long taxi.
Santa Monica Tower, November 123 Lima Whiskey in the Skyhawk / Golf, 10 miles north of the airport with information India. Inbound full stop.
Skyhawk 123 Lima Whiskey, Santa Monica Tower, and a right base.
All right, so we're turning on to Alpha here at Alpha 6. We're gonna pass Golf on the left, Alpha 4 on the left, and then Foxtrot at the end of the runway. Rocker COD, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. Always welcome the new viewers. Casores, welcome aboard. First thing you see is full reverse thrust. I know, dude. We can't let people. We can't take it too seriously, okay? We were at a risk there of not screwing anything up, and I just made sure that wasn't the case. Random ass. Some random ass signs out there that I don't think are supposed to be present. Something is in my rudder pedals that's causing them to behave quite poorly. Like there's like a little stone or something. I'll live. I should have sought permission to use the call sign Brony. Yeah, I probably should one of these days. We'll save that for another day, though. See, the true test is not going to be full reversers on the ground, but rather full reversers once I'm up in the air. Because the way that he modeled the throttle quadrant on this thing, there is no, you don't hit a button for reverse thrust, you just pull the throttle back to a certain point, and suddenly it becomes reverse thrust. So I definitely will, at some point during this flight, pull the reversers on full speed in the air. And feel like an idiot as a result. It happens. Who made the scenery? This is Mr. X Scenery. You can get it from xplane.org. An absolutely fantastic scenery, and it's free. Donationware. Sorry, it's donation.
Kilo, leave my airspace. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Beer cap in the
Frequency
pedals.
change
Maybe,
approved.
Josh.
You have a good night as well. 642.
Welcome aboard, by the way, man. Good to see you. After I'm done here tonight, Josh is going to go stream. You guys should go check him out. We also got Chevy, who streams pretty frequently. John Fly, wherever he's at, is working on one of our up-and-comers. Alright, so here's Foxtrot. We'll head over to Tower. 29.5, and then 125.2 is going to be departure. Should pay attention to what we're doing here. Stop her right there. 125.2. I can only do one thing at a time, and even that's debatable. Alright, that's plugged in. Let's go lights. And lights. Los Angeles Tower. De Havilland 717 Tango Sierra holding short 25 left Foxtrot.
Dav 1717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Tower, wind 25014, gust 22, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 left, De Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, wind 260. At least that's what I have written down. I forget. I didn't even pay attention to what he just said. I have the winds written down at 260 though. Clear to the left, clear to the right. On departure, 250 under 5. On departure, 250 under 3,000 until crossing the 154 of Santa Monica, which we have plugged into our nav. Let's get out of here. Nice time for a weather change. There's takeoff power. Takeoff power is set. God, the clunkiness of that is going to drive me nuts. Airspeed's alive. V1 and a rotate. Positive rate.
Ontario Tower, bearing 132 Kilo Tango, 6 nautical miles southwest of the Paradise VOR, inbound to land.
Go clean on the flaps.
Baron 132 Kilo Tango, Ontario Tower, and a left downwind runway.
1,300 feet there.
Left downwind 26 left, 2 Kilo Tango.
For ourselves some
Dav
semblance of
17
an
Tango Sierra, contact departure, good flight.
over to departure to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Take care. Get that lined up here. We'll go ahead and turn the autopilot on so we can do some other stuff here. 125.2. We'll bring the props back to climb.
You descend and maintain 3,000.
We'll set climb at 210 once we get there. So we'll just go ahead and set it now. 210 on the climb. We crossed the radial, so we're good. There's 3,000. Los Angeles, SoCal departure to Havilland 717 Tango Sierra. Good evening. 3,300 for 5,000.
Bear 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Up to 13,000 to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. I forgot he was, I forgot what his name was. I forgot to call him SoCal approach. I was like, Los Angeles. No, that's not it. It's SoCal departure. Oi, oi, oi. James Gibson! Good to see you, man. I like the plane. It does need some work. It's old, that's for sure, but I like the plane. Turn the auto feather off. Bring the taxi lights off. Quick after takeoff, gears up. Flaps are up. Lights are set. Bring the bleeds back to normal. Up we go. Josh had me install HD Clouds. And, yeah, HD Clouds version 2. So we got some new cloud textures to work with. Once we break out of them here in a second. Speaking of breaking out, how's our temp? 8 degrees Celsius outside, so we're okay for now. We'll have to think about, we might have to think about some icing though once we get a little higher. Coordinated. Yeah, we're doing good, man. We are doing good. Those clouds look pretty damn good.
Javelin 717 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 010, join or intercept the Los Angeles 323 radial, join the departure.
Right to 010, intercept the 323 radar out of Los Angeles, join the departure. To Javelin 7, take us here.
Going 31 Echo
All right,
Romeo,
010.
turn right heading 200, intercept the Seal Beach 075 rail, track it inbound, join the arrival.
010. Just about 010. There's 010.
717 Tango Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
125.27 to Javelin 7, take us here. Alright, so 25. 27. We'll get to you in just a moment. Change our nav source over to 1. And that is on the 323. That's great. So we want to intercept that radial. That's what we're going for. And we're up to 3,000 feet. Yep. Los Angeles Center to Javelin 717 Tango Sierra 10,900 for 13,000.
Number 717 Tango to Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. Climb and maintain 16,000, Los Angeles altimeter 2977.
16,000 and 777 Tango Sierra.
Number 232 Juliet Whiskey is about 900 miles from Becca. Turn left,
All
heading
right, 16,000.
3,000 until established localizer. Cleared Isles runway 30 approach.
I'm going to get that intercept here momentarily. So far, I'm very happy with how things are going. So we take a quick look outside. Cloud cover in Los Angeles. Who would have thought it? Who would have thunk it, as my grandmother would have said. Yeah, so somehow Twitch seems to have bombed out. Alright, well, we gotta focus on flying the plane here for a second. We'll switch ourselves over. If you're watching on YouTube, good to see you. Hope you're having fun. Hit the yaw damper there because we forgot to push that. We'll hit the nav button. I'm gonna intercept that VOR. Make a left turn here. Expecting to be 36 miles from Los Angeles. We'll make a changeover. Alright, there's 16,000 feet. We're going to go to cruise mode. Bring them props back even further. Bring the landing lights off. Could have done that at 10,000. Alright, let's try this. Let's see if it comes back. Hopefully the YouTube stuff still works. Okay, Twitch is coming back now. They'll probably bomb again, though.
232 Juliet Whiskey, contact
Because
Long
that's
Beach
my
Tower
kind of luck.
on 119.4, good day.
Anyway, for those of you coming back with us, we're now at cruise. You can't comment on YouTube because I have it turned off. I want you to talk. I want to talk to people on Twitch because YouTube's chat is awful. P3 Ron, good to see you, Ben. Welcome aboard. Galeno727, welcome aboard. Good to see y'all.
Number 1 Echo Romeo negative. I was going to get you down to 210,000 beforehand.
So we're in cruise. We're 20 miles out of Los Angeles. We're going to take this for another 16 miles and make a switch over to Gorman. Yeah. Once we get to Gorman, then we'll leave Gorman at, actually, we'll be on the arrival once we get, once we get to Gorman.
Blink 3-1 Echo Romeo, cross KLAX and maintain 1.
My PC is pretty good.
SoCal approach now 127.
My specs are down below my Twitch channel. Spitty3, good to see you. Welcome aboard. All right. We cruising.
Number 3-1 Echo Romeo, SoCal approach, roger, thank you. Depart KO. Heading 230 vectors ILS runway 29 approach after KO to set and maintain 8,000.
Anyway, hope you guys are doing good tonight. Victor Uniform, good to see you. See your video again. Twitch is showing you as offline. Might try refreshing that. Of course, you probably can't hear what I'm saying, but it's cool.
Southwest 1234 contact.
One thing that we could try that I think may be causing some issues, so let's see here. God, I gotta pit. Oh, shit, overspeed. Overspeed. We'll bring it back just a touch here. So while that's going, let's see if I can fix Twitch.
SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 2975, plan ILS runway.
User local Nginx, CD conf, nano nginx.conf. Sure, I'm not showing this on my screen. I shouldn't be. Nope.
Southwest 1234, roger. Ceiling 4,800. You want the visual approach, runway 15. Southwest 1234, roger. Expect vectors visual approach, runway 15.
Alright, let's see here. Is that what I want?
Southwest 1234, turn left heading 190 vectors for the visual approach and descend and maintain 6,000.
Alright. I'm going to kill the stream one more time here, guys. Hopefully it'll be back.
Southwest 1234, turn left heading 190 down to descend and maintain 6,000.
Actually, no, I'm not. I don't trust that.
We're through an Echo Romeo, descend and maintain 5,000.
I think I know what's wrong when it goes into transcoding, but I'm not sure.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain
Okay.
13,000. Contact Bakersfield approach 118.8.
13,000, 118.8. 7 Tango Sierra. 18.8. We gotta stop digging around with that. Gotta fly the plane here. 13,000. We need to switch frequencies. U 116.1. We're coming into Gorman on 142. So we'll take you and bump you down 1. 10 miles to go there. Great. We need to go to 118.8, so 118.8. Flights are always made much more interesting by technical issues. course, Twitch is usually the one causing me the problems lately. All right.
5364 Kilo, Rome 24, taxi via Bravo, what's your departure request?
All right, we set that. Let's go, pull that throttle back, because we're still going too fast. Go down at 1200.
Okay, so departure to the south then is what you're requesting? .64 Kilo, thank you. And you should always stay with the tower frequency.
All right, we'll
until
let
you're
him figure
told
out
to
what's
do
going
so.
on.
Stay on this frequency and then contact tower holding short.
We need to get the Bakersfield weather while we're at it. Conditions in Bakersfield currently.
34 to maintain 5,000.
3108. And 4-mile visibility, rain, few clouds, 1100. Altimeter is 2981.
Baron 2 Juliet Whiskey, where do you plan on parking?
I am a bit fast. It happens. Don't worry about it. Bakersfield approach, Havilland 717 Tango Sierra, 15,000 for 13,000 to Bakersfield weather.
For 717 Tango Sierra, Bakersfield approach. Thank you, altimeter 2981. Cross Ibwin at maintain 11,000 and plan ILS runway 30 right approach.
Big win, 11,000, 81 on the altimeter, and we'll plan for the ILS 31 right approach. Havilland 7 Tango Sierra.
31 Echo Romeo, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay, we're about to cross the, we just crossed the VOR here, so we need to turn to
Juliet Whiskey was stepped on where you're parking.
328. Not much of a turn there, so 328.
Okay, which ramp?
And now we're on the arrival, so let's switch over to the Fasto 1 arrival. We need to Ibwin will be at 9 miles out. We'll just go ahead and set our altitude to 11,000. Continue on down there. Pull my throttles back a little more. We'll bring the nose down a touch faster.
For 5364 Kilo forward to tower, runway 24 clear for takeoff, left crosswind departure approved.
Oop, there's the reversals I was talking about. It was bound to happen at least once. Okay.
Going 31 Echo Romeo, turn right heading 27012 miles from Driffy. Descend and maintain
344.
2,000.
We need 344. Shit. I was totally looking at the wrong stuff. We'll get ourselves back on course.
Turn left heading 150.
Okay, I am now taxed beyond all possible belief thanks to that whole fucking Twitch thing. Anyway, we're going down 344 radial is what we're trying to intercept, and we're going to go until we hit Ibwin at 9 miles out, which is coming up.
Richie Juliet Whiskey, thanks, have a good day.
I'm not sure we're going to make Ibwin at 11,000, but we'll do our best. While we're at it, we need to get the 3-1 right approach for the ILS.
Southwest 1234, Burbank
A
Airport.
3-0 right.
12 o'clock, 12 miles.
3-0 right approach right there. That's going to be...
Alright, I figured you're going to be there, and that's as low as I'm going to be able to get you as well. Turn right.
111.9er.
1234, turn right heading 190 vectors ILS runway 30 approach.
111.9ers, good there. Okay, there's Ibwin. Liebeck is next. Liebeck.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, 717 Tango Sierra after Ibwin, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000 after Ibwin, 7 Tango Sierra. Let's continue bringing that speed down. We are now after Ibwin.
Number
So down
717
to
Tango
9,000.
Sierra after Lebec, cleared ILS runway 30 right approach.
Clear 30 right approach, or ILS 30 right approach after Lebeck's to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, down to 9,000. And we'll go vertical speed mode. Nose are down again. Here comes Lebec. Lebec is identified by 14-mile DME.
Contact Burbank Tower 118.
So now we're on the ILS. Let's sync that up right there. Sync the heading mode up. I'm going to go to
Number 5364 Kilo
heading mode.
Exchange Proof City. See ya.
Actually, no, we got 14 miles here. I can't do that just yet, so we'll stay in nav mode. We'll go to heading mode momentarily. We can go all the way down to 4,500 feet now that we've crossed Liebeck. So 4,500. And Tower, we'll get him up and ready to go. Tower is going to be 118.1.
Base and contact Tower 124.0. Good day.
A lot going on. 18.1's good there. Those are up just a bit more because we are getting fast. This is the plane that doesn't like to slow down. Go ahead and bring those lights back on.
Southwest 1234, Burbank Tower, wind 170 at 11, runway 15, clear to land.
Okay. Now we're going to go to heading mode, so we'll sync the heading up, pushing that button right there. Go into heading mode. Great. We're going to switch our over to the ILS. The ILS is going to be 111.9er. And that guy in right there. ILS is going to be 301. I'm so far behind this plane right now, it's nuts. It's up a bit. We really need to get slowed down. We're 20 miles out, but we do need to get the speed back at some point soon. Once we are on the ILS, we can continue down to 2,500 feet. But not before. We'll let the speed come back. I don't know what my flap speeds are. I should have probably looked that up. Do I have them here? I do. No, I don't. Yeah, 200 knots. 200 knots, flaps 5. So as soon as we get down to 200 knots, we'll get those flaps out. Young Pilot 91, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Ace Rocketeer, welcome aboard as well. Do I go to air shows? I went to Sun and Fun 2 years in a row. That's an air show. Man, we got icing to worry about too. Turn our icing on slow. So we're at 2 degrees surface air temperature. We are in the soup. That means I have concerns about us hitting icing. So yeah, that's why we turned icing on. We're coming up on the ILS. Go ahead and put ourselves into nav mode here. 301 to intercept. We are 15 miles out. We need to get that speed down. We need to get that altitude down too. But as soon as I can get those flaps out, I can start to nose her down really good. So 200 knots for flaps 1. 181 for flaps 2.
31 Echo Romeo, Torrance Tower, wind 240 at 9, runway 29 right, clear to land.
There's flaps 5. We're going to get them out here so we can get flaps 10. Get some drag going.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, contact Bakersfield Tower 118.1. Good day.
Over to Bakersfield Tower 118.1 to have on 7 Tango Sierra. Take care. Okay, flaps 10. Nose that sucker down. Next flap speed be flaps 15 at 172. We're going to need flaps 15. We really got to get down. Now we'll really nose her down. Bakersfield Tower to have on 717 Tango Sierras on the ILS 30 right. 12 out.
Devlin 717 Tango Sierra, Bakersfield Tower, wind 330 at 9er, runway 30 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30 right to have on 7 Tango Sierra. This plane is approved for steep approach, I hope. Flaps 15. We got a runway. That's good. Let the autopilot continue to do its thing. We've gone past the alt hold, which I forgot to reset the altitude, but that's okay. We didn't need that anyway. In the event of a missed approach, though, which we didn't brief, we're going to go to 3,000 feet. So much stuff that we didn't do. That whole Twitch outage thing, man, that really threw me off. Everybody left us, too. Maybe they're over on the YouTube side. I don't even know. Don't really care. Alright, we're flying the airplane. There's the glide slope. Let's go to approach mode. Approach mode. That'll lift the nose up here. Go to props full. No. Bring the nose up. Overhead panel bleeds to min. Below the glide slope right now, but that's all right. Catch her right up. Bring the speed down. Okay, gear needs to come down. Flaps can go to full. We're kind of close, but that's okay. We were high. Oh, were we ever high? All right, my aircraft. Keep her on that glide slope there. This is an airport that I am awful at landing at. Which I think I'm probably a little fast.
Romeo to the left, Bravo, taxi on the ramp via Alpha.
I didn't even have time to look my
monitor
speeds
ground,
up.
Speed 120.9er. Have a great day.
Bravo Alpha monitor ground point under 1 Romeo.
Hey, that's Peter. Oh, we're definitely slow. Okay, here we go. Focus, 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 focus. We can do this. Sweating like crazy right now. Nuts. All right, so what do we got here? Gears down, 3 green. Flaps are down where we want them, 35. The lights are on. The runway is clear. We have clearance. We're going to land. Man, we had all the time in the world to get down. I didn't need to panic the way that I did. I'd rather be slow and stable, though, than high and fast.
Alpine Tower, good afternoon, Cessna 5364 Kilo. Over the stadium at 2,800.
Landing.
Landing with information, Victor.
Oh, we cool.
Number 5364 Kilo Hawthorne Tower. Thanks for Victor. Make straight in runway 25. Wind 240 at 15, gust 21. Clear to land.
Straight in approach for runway 25 and clear to land for runway 2564 Kilo.
This plane's made to be flown into the ground.
Your exit right when able. And taxi back into the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground, 0.7.
Okay, exit right and ground 0.7 Alpha to the ramp. 770. Alright, put ourselves in taxi mode here. Flaps can now come up. Taxi lights can come on. Runway lights can come off. 121.7 is the frequency. Eh! 21.7. Good there, good there, good there. APU can come on now. Bring the bleeds over to normal. Turn the anti-ice off. Probably could have shut that off while we were on short final, but that's alright. Not really worried about that too much. Pitot and static. Know why the caution was there? Okay, we made it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bakersfield. Gonna run down to the GA parking, because that's how we roll. Actually, we'll take the ramp here. So the terminal, and then we'll go Alpha 10 to the ramp. Mr. Faviano! Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. I always screw up coming in here too, because that displaced threshold is just insane. But yeah, dude, we're having a good time tonight. Twitch definitely shat itself earlier. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Here's Alpha 10. Are we gonna fit back there? I don't think we're gonna fit on that ramp. We'll just keep on going then. We'll head down to the Civil Air Patrol area. Transient GA, all that good stuff. So Alpha 7, Alpha 6 range. Am I using XFMC? I am, but I have XFMC. I programmed it, but I ended up flying that entire flight slant alpha. Flew off the BORs. Yeah, man, I've been kind of upset with Twitch lately. Like the quality of video that I'm getting out of YouTube is just insane right now. Like if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly recommend popping over there and looking at it, because we're streaming 1080p 8 megabits over to the YouTube right now. And it looks really nice. Take our left here. We'll park in that little spot right there. Not sure exactly what that is, but we'll take it. Looks like it'll fit into Haviland. What do you say? Our transponder now. Little taxi lights. Never did take the strobe off. Oops. Turn around ever so slightly. Oh man, Jeff, you haven't seen his livery yet. Ha ha ha! Dude, you're gonna love this livery. We'll get the outside view here in just a moment. Alright, let's go ahead and set the parking brake. Bring the props all the way back to feathered. Let's check overhead. Generator comes on. Bleeds good, good, good.
Around via South Taxiway.
That's the seatbelt sight comes off. Gen's off. Gen's off. We'll leave those all on. Bleeds are off. Overhead looks good. Alright. There goes the gas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bakersfield Airport, which was a completely uneventful, no problems had flight. I got so far behind the plane on that, but that's what makes it interesting, I suppose. So we're gonna do one more flight. We're gonna do the return flight back to Los Angeles.
Number 5364
Peter.
Kilo. If you could request direction of flight rather than
I don't like
type of turn,
YouTube
that
chat,
would be much
biker dude. I prefer
appreciated.
Twitch chat. You
Runway
can pull
25,
Twitch chat up. You can
taxi
pop
via
it
South
out.
Taxiway.
And you can still have the YouTube stuff. I'm not gonna watch two chats, and I think YouTube chat is fucking awful. So we're gonna stick with the Twitch stuff for now. Tim Rodeo, good to see you, man. I'm doing fantastic, dude. I'm having such a good time tonight. I love this plane. I love this livery. So let's get prepared for the second flight here. I should put some tunage on for this. Can I show you guys what I'm doing? I wonder if I go to you and I add a window capture. Okay. It worked. Okay. We're gonna go with that. All right. So, we kill you. We'll leave you up. We kill you. We kill you. We kill you. We're now gonna do Bakersfield. Let's go down to John Wayne for the return flight. Change it up a bit. Bakersfield, John Wayne. See what it gives us for routes. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's the route we're gonna fly. LHS Victor 459 SLI. We'll check PE aware as well. See what people have gotten on that one. Top routes: KBFL, KSNA. Oh. Okay, we'll file for that instead. Tandy 3. All right. Excuse me. So the Merrick, well, get that. The Merrick 3. Dinner's fighting back tonight. And then, is it going to be the Tandy 3 arrival? Tandy 3 arrival.
Fullerton Tower, Cessna 5364 Kilo. Remain with on this frequency for
So-
takeoff instructions or advice tower.
Number 4364 Kilo, ground controllers will never own a runway. So if you're short of a runway ready to go, contact the tower controller.
Okay, so I can do
Roger,
that.
okay.
We can go to Gorman. And then from Gorman... Interesting. I've flown this before. This is the... Yeah, this would be what we fly coming from LAX, I think.
Hawthorne Tower, Cessna 5364 Kilo, holding short of runway 25.
I don't think he's got me on in the background.
5364 Kilo, Hawthorne Tower, runway 25.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do.
Crosswind departure approved.
We're also going to come back here and turn
turn
Marcus off for a little bit. 123.
Roger, clear for takeoff for 25 and
45.
departure.
Sweet, sweet relief. Okay, so we're going to fly Bakersfield, John Wayne, Merrick 3 departure, Gorman transition, Fillmore, Tandy 3 arrival. That's going to be actually a pretty nice little flight there out over the waterfront, or over the water. So let's go to the PilotEdge website. I do all my filing here, pilotedge.net. Pilot Center, file a flight plan, IFR, November 717 Tango Sierra. We are a DH8D. We are slant Gulf. 320 knots, I think is the true. Departing from KBFL, going to KSNA. I'm going to go ahead and file. How high? Probably not very high. Let's see. This is telling us 9,500 to get to Gorman. We have to go at least that high. From Fellows, it's telling us 12,000. Is that what we have? Oh, Fillmore. From Fillmore, it's telling us 5,000. So we could go... We're going east. Correct? Yeah, so I'm going to file... I'll file 17,000. See if I get it. So back to PilotEdge here. 17,000. And we'll grab that route right there. Punch that sucker in. Looks good. File it. Okay. Rotate. That. That's good. That's good. Actually, we'll bring that up here. We'll bring that back up here in just a second. But we'll go ahead for now and work on getting some clearance. So ground. My ability to speak English is awful. $21.7. I never did actually tune the ground, did I? Whoops. 7. All right. So we are once again November 717. Tango Sierra. We're going Bakersfield. John Wayne. Get my smart. Alright. Let's sucker up. Bakersfield ground. De Havilland 717 Tango Sierra. IFR John Wayne.
Tablin 717 Tango Sierra, Bakersfield ground. Cleared to John Wayne Airport. Merrick 3 departure, Gorman transition, then as filed. Climb via the CITIC. Set maintain 3,000. Expect 17,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.1. Squawk 4574.
The John Wayne Airport. Merrick 3 departure, Gorman transition, then is filed. Climb via CITIC. Set maintain 3,000. 17,000 within 10. Departure 118.1. Squawk 4574 to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra.
Tablin 7 Tango Sierra, read back correct. Number 64 Kilo, frequency change approved.
Turn off again. Okay, so 4574. Oops. 4574. Great. Let's walk that. Going to the glare shield here. We want to do 3,000 on departure, or 6 that maintain 3,000. Put some gas, get some more people in the plane. So gas that back up to 3 hours. Sure, why not? Let's fill the plane up. Gonna give us a total weight of 62,523. Come back to that here in a second. 62,523. 62. Jesus Christ. 62,523. One of these days, I will learn how to use a pen and actually write something. Wind tank. Good to see you. Yeah, dude, YouTube looks real nice. Peter's living a secret double life. Retro Mario, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Yeah, they are ADIs, man. I love my Grados. I've had a pair of Grado headphones for, my God, probably 12 years now, I want to say. I went to SR60s, and these are my first 80s. And I think I'm going to get the 120s next. Or the 120, whatever the next one above the 80s are. Alex's Flying Club, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Can Flyer, welcome aboard. Want to thank you for the video you did on the Viper Jet. Watched the video, bought the plane. Awesome, dude. You're very welcome. I love that plane, too. I have so many planes that I really enjoy flying, and I just don't get a chance to fly all of them as much as I want to. The Viper Jet is a good one, that's for sure. All right. So we did 3,000 on departure. Let's talk about... I actually don't know that song, so whatever. Make you big. If it were only that easy. Wait, no. You can't cover my mic, my webcam. Okay, so we got the Merrick 3 departure. The Merrick 3 departure is going to tell us to take off left turn heading 240 to intercept the 196 radial out of Shafter. I'm pointing at it as if you can see what I'm doing. The 196 radial out of Shafter to then intercept the 109 radial coming out of Avenal to then intercept the 1328 radial into Gorman. So 240 to 196 to 109 to 148. Once we're done with that, we will fly to the Fillmore VOR. Fillmore VOR is going to be essentially on the same route. Looks like it's 166 to get down there. There's snow! Holy shit, there's snow in SoCal! We're not going to catch any of that. That's too bad. But holy crap, dude, there's snow in fucking SoCal. Now we gotta wait for it to hit Big Bear or something. Okay, then after Fillmore, we're gonna be on the Tandy 3 arrival. Tandy 3 arrival from Fillmore has us going 148 across the Sadie intersection. From the Sadie intersection... Oh, Tandy 3 arrival, sorry, Tandy 3 arrival. From the Sadie intersection, we're gonna remain on 148 until we intercept the 13 radial going into Santa Catalina. Then we'll be on the 37 radial coming out of Santa Catalina to Albus, and then up to Seal Beach. Most likely, we'll start getting vectored somewhere around Parole. Parole to Albus, and then Albus off to John Wayne. That's our flight. We'll get that punched into ye ol' FMC. Alright, so let's go back to Gorman. Pull FMC up, move that over here. Departing and arriving, departing from KBFL. No, wait, hang on. Route? Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, KBFL up here. Then KSNA. Okay. Oh, you know what I got to do? Hang on. I got to reset XFMC. All right. Now we can go to initial ref, or FMC, initial ref, oh, nope. Menu, XFMC, reset it. Let's try this again. And then FMC, and then position in it, and then KBFL. After we get all that out of here. KBFL. We'll figure this out eventually. Go to the route page. We're going to go to KSNA. Activate that sucker, execute that. Rate. Departing and arriving, departing from KBFL on 30 right, execute that, Merrick 3 to Gorman, execute that, go to the route page, or sorry, go to departing and arriving, coming into John Wayne on, we'll plan for ILS 20 right, it's going to be on the Tandy 3 arrival, Tandy 3 from Fillmore, Steel Beach transition, ILS, good, okay. If we check on that, we've got the legs page. We've got Merrick Minty, or Ninity, and then Gorman, then Fillmore, Sadie, Myrma. Ooh. Oh, yep, Myrma. Tandy, Parole, Seal Beach, Albus, and then on to the right. Okay, that's good. Put you away. Okay, so we said we're 62,523 on the weight. So if we go check on where that puts us on weight and balance. Puts us on the heavy side, that's for sure. Takeoff weight 61,600 pounds. What we're gonna go off of. We'll take off flaps 5 yet again. It's gonna be a VR of 1. Shit. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. It'll be V1 of 131. And a V rotate of 131. V2 of 132. Say 133. You're going to be 142. 43. And clean by 154. 5, sure, why not? And we need to do some tunage here. Shafter's 115.4. That's going to go into VOR 1. 5.4. We're going to intercept the 196. So set the course on that to 196. Isn't this fun? Then we're going to go to Avenal. We'll put Avenal into number 2. Avenal is 117.1. You up there. And 109 on the course for that. 109. Okay. We'll go back to nav 1. Shit. I screwed that up. Alright. Of course I screwed that up. 09 here. Right. Of course that. 9. Then ILS 1. We want 196. So what I did there, bad thing. I tuned. I put the wrong course into the wrong nav, but we're good now. We got it. Going to be 116.1. That'll be next. May actually do some FNC flying. This one. Okay, that's good. That's good. Initial heading is going to be 240. That's the last thing we got to do. 240. That's good. That's good. Glare shield looks good. Our transponder is all set. My wife is home. Hello, wife. Good there, good there. Overhead panel. That's fantastic. We'll put the seatbelt signs on. And we'll go ahead and get started and get out of here. What do you guys say? Peter, I'm not sure if I said hello to you, but good to see you, Peter. Look at me using proper performance charts. I know, man. I know. Get rid of you. Okay. So, let's go. I'm ready to fly. Engine start procedure on this thing. We cheat. We're going to put the fuel levers all the way up to start with because it's a little wonky. Go ahead and turn both the ignitions on. Go to number 2 and engine start. Hello, Jack. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. DB Vetter, good to see you as well. Hello, 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 hello. Snow cow. I like it. Here's one good engine. Move that guy over there. Start number 1. We'll start number 1. This time we'll be sure not to have the reversers on. Because that was a bad thing we did. I busted the Disneyland TFR without being in contact with the porch. Nobody would yell at me. Oh yeah, they don't deal with TFRs on PilotEdge. It would be way too much work. Alright. Taxi lights can come on back to the overhead. Gen 1. Gen 2. Bleeds. Come on. Bleeds can stay on. Bleeds can go to min. There's fasten seatbelts on. Taxi lights are on. Bring the pedo and the static heats on. And we are ready to go. Yeah? Flaps to 5. Props to full. Auto feather on. Alright, let's boogie. Ground. Ground's 121.7, which you should have tuned in. And then we have tower, which is 118.1. Good, good, good. Alright, let's go! Alpha 8. We should grab the weather too. Bakersfield weather currently. Winds 3207. 4 mile visibility, rain. Few clouds, 800. Overcast, 6000. I don't think we're quite up to date on that weather. Let's see if we can do a refresh here. Oh yeah, a little cloudier now. And the altimeter is 2981. 81 should be. Oh, we don't have it. Put 81 on the altimeter. All right, let's go. Shit, where are we at? Bakersfield ground. Havilland 717 Tango Sierra's at Alpha 8 with the weather road for taxi.
Havilland 717 Tango Sierra Bakersfield ground runway 30 right taxi via Alpha and Bravo.
30 right Alpha and Bravo. Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Heading mode. Alt select. Go to vertical speed. Actually, we'll go to IAS. Hold. Go all the way to 210 knots. Off we go! Peter would be the person that's... I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I think Peter's probably going to be your best source of information. Because Peter always knows best. What do you think? Are we going to have icing conditions once we get up in the air? We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We may want to go ahead and crank on the anti-ice as soon as we get off the ground. At least until we bust through that cloud layer. We got some icing signets on this side of the SoCal.
Number 5364 Kilo SoCal approach. Maintain VFR squawk 4056 and John Wayne altimeter 2977.
Bravo. Go ahead and go over to tower.
Number 5364 Kilo, I think you stepped on me there. Maintain VFR squawk 4056.
Departure's 118.1. Wait. Tower's 118.1. Apparently that's also departure. I'm gonna go with it. Alright, holding short here. Get our lights on. Strobes are on. I have written down 118.1 as departure, but that's also the tower frequency here, so I'm gonna go with it, and I'll probably get yelled at for it, but that's all right. Bakersfield Tower, I have on 717, take a Sierra, holding short 30 right.
Number 717, Tango Sierra, Bakersfield Tower, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff, weight 3107.
Clear for takeoff 30 right, I have on 7, take a Sierra.
Number 5364 kilo, radar contact 6 miles south.
We'll talk about the autopilot when we get in the air.
Runway altimeter 2977.
What I've set though is I've set heading
to the
mode.
Huntington Beach
I've set alt
pier,
select.
and a right downwind
I have
for
set
runway
a vertical,
20
or I set
right.
an indicated airspeed of 210 knots. So my flight director is going to show me, my flight director will show me 240 and 210, which is vertical what we're not after, but I'm going to fly the plane by hand up to 210 anyway. All right, prop levers are forward. And overhead panel looks great. And everything else is good. All right, get out of here. This plane's awesome because all we got to do is firewall the throttles. We over-torqued it, but that's okay. Because we're going to come back on that immediately after getting up in the air. B1 and rotate. Whoa! Positive 8. Oops. Bring the flaps up. Go ahead and nose her down to about 10 degrees.
Dial 17 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Bakersfield Tower, I was given departure of 118.1, which I think is incorrect. I had to have on 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, departure, contact departure 118.8.
118.8 to have on 7 Tango Sierra.
Hard when they're so close.
Went up on 3,000 feet in our speed. Crank on the autopilot there. We're going to bring our power back to climb. 118.8. I missed my intercept. Shit. I missed the intercept, guys. We already got a problem on this flight. Bakersfield departure to have on 717 Tango Sierra is level 3000.
Dial 717 Tango Sierra, Bakersfield departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000 to have on 7 Tango Sierra. Vertical speed mode, get that nose up. We'll get the intercept going too because, you know, we missed it. For some reason, my HSI is not giving me a nav. Is my nav radio? Well, no.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, clear direct Gorman, resume navigation.
Starts Gorman, resume nav, have on 7 Tango Sierra. Let's come down here. Go to you and Gorman, enter. If we put this now into FMC mode, by U to FMS, now it's going to turn towards Gorman. And now we're using the FMS. As rudimentary as it may be. Push the throttles back forward. Bring the nose up again. We're aiming for 200. We're aiming for 210 knots here. A lot of stuff going on. Get IAS. Right there. Okay, so we're 5,500. We need to climb to 13,000. We'll get that punched in properly. We've got alt select mode enabled. We're at the 151 heading, flying direct to Gorman. And currently 33 miles out of Gorman. We do have cloud cover. We're at 3 degrees Celsius. I'm going to go ahead and crank on the anti-ice. Turn the anti-ice on there, and the engine intakes. Because I am one paranoid bastard. I don't want to fall out of the sky today. We've had enough problems already. Alright. Come off, you can come off. Do a quick after takeoff. We should have done this long ago, but flaps are up, gears are up. Lights can stay on front of the 3,000 feet. Taxi lights can come off. That's good, that's good. We're gonna go ahead and leave the leave the seatbelt sign on, turn the bleeds back to normal, and we'll turn the APU off, which we should have probably done on the ground, but oops.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, contact LA Center 125.27.
125.27, 7 Tango Sierra. 527. Los Angeles Center to Havlet 717 Tango Sierra, 8,300, 13,000.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Bakersfield, altimeter 2981, climb and maintain 17,000.
17,000 and 81 on the altimeter to Havlet 7 Tango Sierra. Clear the clouds? Yes, we are. Put the anti-ice off. All right. We can air ourselves out now after that. Holy crap. Never a dull moment when I fly this plane. So much happens so very fast. It's nuts. Auto feather off too. Shock Gaming, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Laptop 903, welcome aboard. Yeah, watch the engines catch fire. Now we cool, man. I am running HD Clouds. HD Clouds version 2. I think Josh or somebody might be able to throw a link out to him, but if you search HD Clouds X-Plane, it'll take you to the org, and they're a free download. They look much better than the stock clouds, though, that's for sure. And no, I'm not running SkyMax before anybody asks. Yeah, Jack, I agree. Like, this plane is so easy to get behind. You would think it'd be the 727 or, well, you'd think it would be the 727 that's the most difficult, but honestly, every time I fly this Q400, especially when I fly it on the stream here, I get so far behind the plane. It's insane. Awesome, Galeno. Yeah, Jack, nice livery, eh? Whenever I fly your Q400, I feel like I have to fly this. I don't know if the My Dash is a reference to something or anything really about it. Just that it's cute, cuddly, and it's hilarious. Thanks, Josh. IXEG is taking a while, the 733. I'm actually more interested in the, I'm far more interested not in the 733, but in the MD-80. I'm going back now to the chat. James, if you're still here, I'm actually not certain where I got that scenery from. Gas Junkie says, whoa, standard call out when you're flying with Ty. Yes, it is. But, okay. Gavin K, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Phil White, good evening from Boston. Sim Bones, welcome aboard. I'm pretty sure the livery is fictional, yes. Key is not to get cuddly with the prop while in operation. That is true. It may sting a little. Yeah, man, that MD-80 is looking really sweet. Oh, God, dude, I'm sweating like crazy right now. Let's see what we got going on here. Direct to Gorman, so we are not on the departure. That's fine. Get the Tandy 3 up here and ready to go. So Gorman's going to be coming up, and then Fillmore. Not going to worry about tuning any of that stuff in. We'll fly. We'll fly pretty much off the FMC for the rest of this, except for the approach if we need to switch to the ILS. Mr. Ronan, good to see you, Sean. Welcome aboard. Yeah, they both look good. Like whenever I'll buy them both. We'll see. You know, we'll see how they pan out. I'm sure they'll both be fantastic products. Mets. Good to see you, man. Not a new plane. No, I've had the Q400. I've had the Q400 longer than I've really been streaming this on Twitch, but I don't fly it that often. I know that it was on sale this weekend, so took the opportunity to take it up for a go. I actually intended to fly this last week, and I got busy with other stuff. If I email FlyJSim, they will give me a beta. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna push my luck on that. I don't really have time to beta test. I would love to give the plane a shot, but I'm more interested in flying a complete product than anything else. I'll be more than happy to help promote in any way I can when that thing comes out, but we'll let them do what they do. The Mets lost last night. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They got beat by Kansas City. What was it, the Mets? I don't follow any baseball stuff. I know Kansas City won, and I only know that because I got the Wall Street Journal news alert this morning in my inbox. I will say the Mets City Field is one of the coolest baseball fields that I've seen. It's modern, and there's no seats in Chicago where you get stuck behind a goddamn pillar. Possible, Galeno. I haven't seen any grumblings of an MD-11, but you never know. What are we looking at here? 340 true. 59 knot crosswind. Go figure. 60 knot crosswind, even better. Does this thing have weather radar in it? I don't think it does. Oh, it should actually. Weather radar's on. Jack will be able to tell me if it does or not. Can I declutter? No. No, I can't declutter. Unless that... Nope. Alright, crossing Gorman off to Fillmore. Check out the scenery here. Josh is going crazy for his all his photoreal stuff, but I still think the stock textures look pretty good on the ground. I am digging these clouds though. They look way better than the stock do. I gotta go tweak them a little bit though. I just installed them before I started. Giant unicorns watching and storing my landing rates. Yeah. I don't blame you, dude, for as much shit as I give you.
Avalon 7 Tango Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center, 135.5.
135.5 to Avalon 7 Tango Sierra. Mr. Peters controlling us now. I'm waiting for the complaint about having to hear himself. It's gonna happen. Los Angeles Center to Havilland 717 Tango Sierra is level 17,000.
717 Tango Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Los Angeles altimeter 2977.
777 Tango Sierra.
For 252 kilo.
Nobody actually saw the fact that I accidentally put my gear out right there, right? I meant to sync my heading. My heading sync button and my gear button are right next to each other. If you watched my tutorial video on how to set up X-Plane, you would know that. YouTube.com/Catstrator. Yeah, I got you, Peter. Do I have the CRJ-200? I most certainly do. Haven't flown that in a while either. I do like the plane though. CRJ-200 is great. Yeah, Chevy noticed the gear extension. I'm sure he did. It happens. First pay was Challenger 300. I really like the Challenger 300. Iced Man, good to see you. Shit. Welcome aboard. Jamie Sondor, welcome aboard. Is Jeff flying anymore? Yeah, Jeff's he's done I think 2 YouTube videos, 2 X-Plane videos in the last couple weeks on flying. He did a flight in the Embraer 110, and then he did a flight in the 727. But yeah, he's definitely doing some flights. The resurgence of flight simulation on Mr. Fabiano's channel. Super excited about that. This plane's so cool, man. I love the Q400. I know that, like, I've read about pilots that fly this thing that just call it an absolute dog. But, like, as a passenger, the two engines on this thing have so much power.
17 is here across Mermat and maintain 14,000.
Murma at and maintain 14,000. 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so we got Murma. So yeah, like, just the amount of power that the engines on this plane has, you just, as a passenger, you feel that. Like, there's nothing graceful about this plane, the way that it rips itself through the sky. And I absolutely love riding in this thing. Jeff will be live soon with LSPDF. That's right, he does do live stuff on early in the week. He stopped and he did stop and say hi earlier. Said he was doing some rendering. But yeah, I'll probably turn him on. I know tonight we got Josh that's going live, Josh J. Gibbs. I'm gonna throw him a host once we're done with this. But in terms of other streamers, if you guys are here tonight for the first time or new, check out Chevy Rules. Check out Josh J. Gibbs. Check out Flight SciTech. Iced also streams, Iced 8383. We got a few more of them. Lumberhack streams. Lumberhack's been doing some DCS World lately. He's a lot better at DCS World than I am, too. Here comes the Fillmore VOR. This is going to put us on the arrival now. The Tandy 3 arrival. We got 20 miles to Sadie and then 9 miles to Murma, so we're 29 miles from Murma. We got to go down 3,000 feet. So we'll probably head down about 5 miles or so prior to Sadie. We got we got about 14 miles to the top of our descent. Let's go ahead and plug in 13,000 feet on the altitude. Or 14,000 on the altitude. Bad. SciTech yoke and pedals and love it. Nice, dude. Ah, Giant Unicorn. I know I was forgetting somebody. Check out Giant Unicorn as well. Giant Unicorn is my daily and afternoon entertainment while I'm at work now, because he's the one of the few people streaming during the day. Not a Q400 connoisseur.
252 Roman Kilo, Alpha First radar contact, climb maintain 6,000.
This flight is a lot more relaxing than the departure leg was. That's for goddamn sure. So many things went wrong on that. Also a little longer flight, which helps. We probably could have gone up to like the low 20s if we really wanted to, but when you're on the tech, yeah, or when you're flying like within SoCal, there's not much of a reason to go in the flight levels. Q400s are pretty much always broken. Yeah, that's what I hear. I think like the only Q400s I've flown have been with SATA Airlines in the Azores. And I think it's pretty much the same with them too. Those things are always having issues. I was supposed to fly on I think a Q300. Excuse me, I was supposed to fly on a Q300 for my last flight when I was in the Azores this summer. God damn it. And the thing was broken, so we didn't get to fly on the Q300. They brought the Q400 out instead. Yeah, should have checked my weight. 61, so we'll say 60,000. About 60,000 will be our weight. If we go to 60,500 at flaps 35, that's going to give us a VREF of 119. And then our flap schedule, so VREF of 119.
Inside VOR, resume on navigation.
Flap schedule is 200 and 119, or 181, sorry. And then 172. And 158. Oh, shit. We do need to start down. Pull them throttles back. Go ahead and vertical speed that down. Push our Alt select button so we don't cross it. Good there, good there. We've got 8 miles to go to Murma. This might be a little iffy.
Number 622 Papa, Havana clearance, say tighter craft and cruising altitude.
Nah, we'll be alright. 2,000 to go, 6 miles.
29 Papa departs frequency 134.2, squawk 3757.
Not the most well-planned of descents, but that's okay. Shit happens. Do I fly the A350 anymore? Once in a while, man. Once in a while.
Papa, read back.
I've had a few people request the A350, so we'll have to bust that out in the next week or two.
Contact SoCal approach 125.2.
125.2, Howland 7, take us here. Alright, 25.2. I know this is not John Wayne, so I don't have to worry about grabbing the weather yet. At least I shouldn't. SoCal approach to Howland 717, Tango Sierra, 14.2 for 14,000.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach to maintain 7,000, Los Angeles altimeter 2977.
7,000 and 77 on the altimeter to Howland 7, Tango Sierra. Alright, 7,000, vertical speed mode, nose that sucker down again. Bring her down at... we should be able to do 1,700 feet per minute, and then also slow this plane down. So we will need to get under 250 knots. Keep an eye on our. We're gonna keep an eye on our altitude and our speed. It's coming up on 10,000. Make sure we're below 250. Lights on 2 while we're at it. Coming some cloud cover here. Negative on this temperature, so. We fly in some clouds, we're going to have to hit some anti-ice again. Should be alright, though. A reverse green. Yeah, we don't need reversers up here in the old stratosphere, whatever we happen to be in. We cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah, dude, they're cool planes, man, Peter. 262, 2,100 feet to go. We should have no problems getting to 250. Once we get to 250, we'll probably go to indicated mode for the descent. This particular plane, you got to be really careful in your descents because it does not like to slow down. It is quite content going all nice and fast. Usually you need to descend and then nose down. Or else you end up in a situation like I was at in Bakersfield where I'm super fast and way higher than I want to be. Alright, coming up in here. Tandy. Tandy's next, and then Parole. It's 250. Go to IIS mode. Once we get down to 7,000 feet, we'll start thinking about slowing ourselves down to getting ourselves down to 200 or less. We're going to have a Bravo shelf to contend with that we'll be flying underneath. Conditions at John Wayne are deteriorating. Currently 2409 or 10-mile visibility, scatter 2200. Altimeter 2977.
Fly runway heading till reaching 800 feet, then turn left heading 270. Radar vector fuel beats VOR, and then it's filed. Maintain 3000, expect 4000 when 10 minutes after departure. departure frequency 127.2, squawk 1671.
Forgot to hit Alt Select. That button, man, that button is the bane of my existence in this plane. If you don't hit that, the plane's just like, okay, you program this altitude, I'm just gonna keep on going. Hope you didn't want to stop there. Ha!
We're 232, whiskey back. Correct.
Ops full forward. Yeah, we'll go full forward when we get a little closer on the approach. But yeah, they're pretty good size. RJ Tantilo. Good to see you, man. First time watching. Pretty damn cool. New fan of the board. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Happy to have new faces showing up.
Then I forgot to say request.
Happy to have old faces showing up too, but it's always nice to see some new folks.
It's not quite about it.
And I can hear myself.
Who you are and where you are.
I can hear myself in Peter's ear.
Racing station on upper runway 16 right taxi via Alpha Charlie.
All right, Santa Catalina's next. Make that speed up a little bit there. Shoot for about 240 or so. We are in the soup. 6 degrees above. We're probably okay for now. If we stay in this for very long, I might want to consider some anti-ice. Miles to Santa Catalina. ILS 20 right. We'll get that here in a second. Next call is going to be to 127.2. Once we're on 27.2, that's John Wayne's approach controller. We'll tell him we got the weather. He's going to tell us what to expect for an arrival. My hunch is we're going to get the ILS 20 right. If we're lucky, we'll get vectors. If we're not lucky, he's going to make me fly the whole damn approach. Jace's? I'm gonna go with Jace's. Jace's 15, good to see you, man.
7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 050, vectors for the airport.
050, vectors for the airport. Having 7 Tango Sierra. Five zero. Then heading mode. Okay, so we are off of the FMC. I'm going to go ahead and get the ILS punched in and ready to go, because we're going to use that as a backup nav source, even if we get the VOR, or even if we get the visual. So the ILS for runway 20 right is 111.75. So 111.75. Tune that in. And that's going to be 196 on the course. The course of 196. Right there. So we got the ILS tuned in and ready to go as a backup. We're about 225, 230 knots, 7,000 feet, and we are on vectors.
Delta cross 34 left, hold short runway 34 right.
Partial noise canceling headset. Q400 has a 3.5-foot diameter prop. Yeah, that thing's got me beat by a little bit. One of the blades.
Contact SoCal approach 127.2.
127.2 to have on 7 Tango Sierra. 7 2. SoCal approach to Havilland 717 Tango Sierra 7000 with the John Wayne weather.
717 Tango Sierra SoCal approach right. Expect the LDA runway 20 right approach.
We'll expect the LDA 20 right approach to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do that to me. All right. LDA. LDA is going to be 108.3. And that's going to be 183. Bastard. If I recall, The LDA is going to give us a slightly offset arrival here. It's not the localizer back course, so it could be worse. But we're going to get a slightly offset approach into John Wayne. So when we do go heads up, the runway is going to be slightly slanted. Coming up on some Bravo airspace, right near us. So we're going to drop our speed back to 200 knots. There's a 200 knot speed limit when you're underneath Bravo. Technically we're going to be right on the shelf, but there's no reason to be above 200 knots here once we cross the shoreline. All right, so each 5.7. We need that too.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 030, it's going to maintain 3,000 vectors final.
030, 3,000 vectors final, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright, so
For 2 to the
030.
34 right.
200 knots down to 3,000. We'll go IAS at 200. Whoops. Alt select on that. When we're ready for it, that'll give us flaps 1. Okay, so the LDA approach can be tuned into 108.3, course of 183 coming in John Wayne. 3,000 once we're on track. 2,800 after Effie. 1,900 at Tusty.
Pop contact departure.
And then we will have 880 by Gower. The minimums for this approach are going to be 12. Ooh, man. 800 feet for us, I think. I think 800 feet is going to be our minimums. We'll go with 800 feet as the minimum. We need to set that, don't we?
Jason here on Papa SoCal departure, radar contact, we're break altimeter 2973.
800 feet. Given the current weather conditions, we should make that no problem. Need you to be VOR2. VOR2 should be 115.7. 5.7. Okay, so that's going to give me CO Beach on the green. And a DME from CO Beach, and it's going to give me the LDA on the blue. Have signal, we have DME. Doing great. Somehow we also have a glide slope. I don't think that's quite right. Jam one of the props to full reverse after crossing the FAF. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're just chilling now. There goes Seal Beach station crossing. Yeah, it's good. Not nervous at all. Not whatsoever.
We're making contact, SoCal approach 127.2.
Lights are on. Anti-ice is not necessary at this point, so all we gotta do is push our props forward and do our flaps, and we'll be okay.
SoCal approach, Aero 5 True, I'm kilo level 6,000.
Hey, we got somebody else! It's a voice! It's a voice that's not mine!
977.
Or Peter's. 500 to go. FE is coming up here. FE is 9.3, so we should get a turn here in a second. Ah. All right, so we're above 2800 to 9.3 once we're established. Keep that in mind. Oops, we do want to push them props back forward. Now that we're leveled off here.
For 222 Juliet Whiskey Long Beach, 30 clear for takeoff.
Conditions aren't that bad. Fuel flow is crazy good. Is that a lot of gas? I don't even know where the fuel flow is at. 115 pounds per hour. That does seem kind of low, but
7 Tango Sierra, heading 090.
090, 7 Tango Sierra. Alright. Go flaps 1.
We're trying to pop it up, traffic, 2 o'clock, about 4 miles away for our target, westbound altitude 3,500, just a factor for you.
I'm a little concerned that I seem to have lost my horizontal bar here. In fact, that is quite concerning.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, 8 miles from Tusty, fly heading 150, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, clear LDA, runway 20 right approach.
150, 3,000 till established LDA. Cleared LDA 20 right approach. 7 Tango Sierra. This is very concerning that I seem to have lost some of my my directional here. I do have a line that has my ILS approach that I can use to sort of cheat. Sort of, but not really.
We're 2 Whiskey contact approach.
See once we get a little closer to the computer here if it works.
And SoCal departure, this is you at 1,700 for 3,000.
Okay, let's change the nav source to 2.
Negative radar contact, verify transponder on.
That's not working either. I think my sim is having some issues and not actually picking up this LDA properly. I've got DME.
2,500.
Okay. Don't sink, don't crash.
2 Juliet Whiskey Squad, 671.
2 Juliet Whiskey, radar climb, maintain 4,000, going to Santa
Oh,
Monica.
shit, there it is. Ah! Crap.
Up to 5,000.
Alright.
Intercepting Santa Monica 125 radio on nav.
Okay, we got it. We're in.
4,000.
Alright, let's get that John Wayne here. I should have tuned this in 126.8. 6.
SoCal Aero True Kilo has Romeo at Torrance.
You're going to make it about expect the ILS on me 200 right approach.
Okay. We'll let the autopilot get us established. We're on nav mode. What we need to do is go props full forward. Right there. Leads to min.
Approach 124.7.
Come on down and disconnect the autopilot. My plane. Nav mode. Okay. We'll figure ourselves for landing here. Start descending 6 miles out. Ooh. Hey. This yoke is super distracting.
62, private appointment gear approach Camry altimeter 2975.
5.3 we're supposed to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so out of whack right now.
717 Tango Sierra, contact John Wayne Tower.
Over to tower, 7 Tango Sierra.
What should you do with Sierra Deputy?
Why are we not sinking? Okay, over to tower. We got
Mark clearance delivery.
We're not gonna make it, guys.
129er IFR to Van Nuys, ready to copy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, 34129er Palomar clearance standby.
Downwind tower to have on 717 Tango Sierra is on the LDA 20 right, and we're just gonna have to go around.
7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 175, climb and maintain 5,000.
175, 5,000, 7 Tango Sierra.
Number 34129er Palomar clearance, go to the Van Nuys Airport, fly heading 250, radar vectors OS inside VOR, then as filed, maintain 3,000, spec 6,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 4537.
Got behind the aircraft.
129er cleared to Van Nuys, heading 250, radar vectors, then as filed. Altitude 3,000, expect 6,010, departure frequency 119.6, and 45.37 on the squawk. I believe I missed one instruction there on the routing, if you could repeat that.
Heading 250, radar vectors OS inside, then as filed.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what just happened here in just a second.
4629 public contact Camry Tower.
All right, so sit rep. I got really confused by when the LDA wasn't showing me a vertical bar. I got completely thrown off by that. I then pulled the flaps out, but I pulled them out way too quickly. My plane just ballooned, and I couldn't get my vertical. I couldn't get my vertical set properly. And by the time I finally got the plane to where I was considering stabilized, I was 3,000 feet and 4 miles away. There was no way I was going to land at that runway. So I thought I put the gear up.
About the Camry Tower, say request.
I would like full stop, 29er Papa.
I thought I pulled the gear up, but oh well.
Runway 26,
So anyway, we're on the go around.
26, 29er Papa.
For 7 Tango Sierra, contact SoCal approach 127.2.
127.2, 7 Tango Sierra. Oh shit, we're too high. Crap.
For 2 Romeo Kilo, traffic alert, traffic 12 o'clock, 6 valve to Havel. It appears to be leveling off at 6. It'd be, actually, no, he's going back down to 5 now. That disregard that traffic at all.
Okay, and Aero Truman kills IMC.
Alright.
SoCal departure, Hamilton 717, take a Sierra, 5,000 on the mist.
7 Tango Sierra to color parts there. Roger, traffic that you almost hit for the record. 11 o'clock forward mile today, Comanche northbound level 6,000.
Negative traffic, 7 Tango Sierra, we're sorry about that.
No problem, I wanted to let you know there actually was someone in the way this time. When able, turn right heading 290 and when able, fan tenses.
Right, 290, and we'll take the LDA 20 right approach again, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, so you can expect that.
All right, we're gonna do this again, and this time we're gonna get it right. Whew. Okay. So VREF is 119. We were way fast. Holy hell, we were fast. So 119. I have no idea what number to put in there, so we'll go
left heading 270 vectors.
129 on that. So that's going to be our approach speed.
Arrow to Miguel.
Can't believe I almost hit somebody. F-18 Hornet, good to see you, man. I do get to play in the clouds, I know. Dude, I was so fucking close to him. As soon as you said traffic alert, I'm coming back down from 6,000. I'm like, son of a bitch, that's me. That's me. That's me. And he says a de Havilland at your 12 o'clock. I'm like, ah, crap. Oh, yeah, dude, there's all sorts of things I can do wrong. I can do better. Oh, my God, that was awful. But that's what makes it fun, I guess. Speed. Yeah, the weather looks nice at least. I'm digging these clouds.
Yeah, to maintain 2,000.
On a 2,000 arrow to Miguel.
Oh man, I was really close to him.
Yeah, to Kilo at previously super traffic. Your 12 o'clock miles at a half, and he's now west down to 5,000, about 100 knots fast. If you no factor for you as you descend.
True Kilo Roger, we're still IMC.
Nah, thanks, Nagy, man. I'm having a really good time with this flight tonight. Or with these flights. 2 miles, 400 knots closure, that's your bogey. Yeah, Josh, no kidding. Oh, man. STFB convoy? For the record, it was almost a fuck up. No, dude, it was a pretty righteous fuck up right there. Welcome aboard, convoy. Good to see you. That's a new face. Boeing, man, good to see you as well. Does anybody know how this PilotEdge things work? Are there certain people at houses or at a certain location? The PilotEdge controllers are all employed. They're all paid employees of the PilotEdge company. And, yeah, they're all at home. They work from home, do their thing. Most of them have some significant experience on VATSIM. I know a lot of the guys like Peter and Keith, Keith being the CEO of PilotEdge, Peter being the director of operations, and actually the guy that we're listening to over the comms right now, we're both former VATSIM controllers and moved on to create this company. So, Sam, okay, Sam.
For 17 Sierra, turn right heading 010.
Right, 010, 17 Sierra.
1300 Papa left at Bravo to taxi, departing via Foxtrot today.
I do what I can. I got nothing else to do up here. I mean, I'm certainly not flying this plane. I may as well talk all about your job. Okay, so all the things that we did wrong on that last approach, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that we do it right this time. Wish I could turn off the... Can I hide the yoke? I think I can, actually. Hide... Oh. That's going to make it so much easier. Okay. We'll take one last view outside. I don't know where that came from, but that's not supposed to be there. Please go away, wait and balance. Nobody wants you. Go home. Busy Class C airspace, so much more experience. Yeah, no kidding, dude. That'd be huge. I live underneath, I live near Boston underneath Class Bravo, so. The one...
I think it's here to 3000.
3,000 something is here. The one time I've gone flying, it was interesting. We got a traffic alert for a A320 that was on final, and we get to call him and keep away from him.
For 2 Romeo Kilo, 11 miles from Driffy, fly heading 270, maintain 2,000 till
Select.
south of the localizer.
Down to
Cleared
3,000, alt
ILS.
select, 200 knots.
270 and 2000 till established. Cleared ILS. 29 right. Arrow to McGill.
This time we will do better, I promise. I won't let the old mean LDA catch me by surprise. That's Kasoras, man. You hit the nail on the head, buddy. If things went right every single time, it would be super boring to watch. Hell, if things went right even once in a while, it would probably be boring to watch, but it generally doesn't go well, so... Yeah! PilotEdge does do flight following. All procedures are simulated to the best of their ability. Except for military. No military procedures. Okay, so we'll stay 3,000 feet, 200 knots. We'll pull the flaps out once we get vectored to the right towards the approach. This one we'll do for real. First one was just a practice. Didn't mean anything. SciTech, good to see you, man. I'm not sure if you've been here. I think you've been here for a while, but it's good to see you.
First 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 090.
Right, 090 to have on something is 0. Okay. 090. Pull that speed back. 1 notch of flaps. Bring ourselves back to about 180 knots. Plane is such a handful. Like, you wouldn't think that it would be a difficult plane to fly. I don't know. You wouldn't think it. Like the Boeings are like, in comparison to the Boeing, the Airbus, and whatnot. Like I think the Q400 is way more difficult because there's just like there's so much more going on. It's such a different beast to fly from those planes. And honestly, like Jack's plane, for whatever you may say about its appearance or the default FMC or anything like that, like this thing flies really well. You do things, you fuck up, you will get punished for it. Have I done a setup tour? Want to see what I used to fly? I haven't actually. I might have to do. I don't have a good way of doing that. I don't have a good portable camera. I could probably post a picture at some point of what I fly, but I run with an X55 on my desk.
7 Tango Sierra, 5 miles from Effie, turn right heading 150, maintain 3,000 till south on the localizer grid, LDA runway 20 right approach.
150, 3,000 till established, cleared LDA 320 right approach. 7 Tango Sierra. Okay, we'll go flaps 2. Okay, props are full, gears up, flaps are not up, not down yet. That's good. Overhead is good. We've got 126.8 tuned in. We are we're cruising. Said flaps were at 2, right? Yeah, flaps are at 10. So as soon as we're established, we'll go flaps 15 and we'll start getting our speed down. Actually, I'll pull my speed back now. Because that was the problem, is I put the flaps out in one foul swoop and my fucking nose just went through the roof. I'm gonna go ahead and engage nav mode. In my airplane. So at FE 9.3, we can go down to 2800. Inside of 9.3, we can go down to 1900.
Contact Torrance Tower. G'day.
Over to Tower, Arrow 2 McKeel, good day.
Just waiting for some movement on our HSI.
Should I do a make yield on generation and a right clear to land?
You know that's gonna happen. That thing's gonna move at the very last second, if the last attempt was anything to go off of.
Last circle point taken. We're 3412 dinner, Palomar ground, runway 24 taxi the Alpha.
Any second now. This plane's doing something weird. Like, why hasn't it picked it up yet? Flaps 3.
And to have on 7 Tango Sierra, you're about 2 miles past the localizer. You looking for you want to vector back around?
Can we get a vector back for the ILS 20 right? Something's going on with our equipment here. 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, the cancel approach clearance maintain 3000. Turn left heading 0 window vectors ILS runway 20 right approach.
Alright, maintain 3000 left to 010 vectors for the ILS 20 right approach to 7 Tango Sierra. Yeah, that's kind of weird, man. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the tapes on that and see what's going on. Oh shit. What's going on is that I'm having issues. Okay, so there's 010. Get back to 3000. Think that up.
Number 522 Papa Mike, Lindbergh, Minnesota, intended to Halloween Airport, Pebble 6 departure, Seal Beach transition direct.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That LDA is kind of buggered up, unfortunately.
6 squawk 403.
So we'll get the 111.75 tuned in. 1.750 ILS we do have picked up. That's going to be 196 coming in. That's bummer, man. That's really quite a bummer because I wanted to fly that thing. Should be.
Mike, read back. We're 7 Tango Sierra, heading 040.
040 to have something else here.
2500.
Okay, what is our flaps at? Flaps are at 5. We can leave that there. Bummer.
We're 232 to the whiskey, Long Beach clearance, We're 7 Tango Sierra, 2 miles from Snake, turn left heading 220, maintain 3000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
Left 220, 3000 till established, cleared ILS 20 right approach. They haven't 7 Tango Sierra.
We're 232 to the whiskey, cleared the Van Nuys Airport, fly runway heading till reaching 800 feet, then turn left heading 270, radar vector Seal Beach VOR, and then it's filed, maintain 3000. expect 4,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.2, squawk 6766.
Okay, so we'll put ourselves into nav mode here. Let the autopilot do some of the work to get us started. As soon as I see movement. There's movement, nav mode.
Or 222 whiskey, read back correct.
Get rid of that damn LDA. I want to use the ILS. Okay, so we are established. Now we're gonna wait for dot. Be 13 miles out. 15 miles out, 3,400 feet. So we should expect 10 miles out. We should start intercepting. Okay, here goes the movement on the dot. Let's go flaps to 10. We'll go to approach mode. So localizer, glide slope is armed. On the mist, we're going to go to 3,000 feet, which is tuned in. And follow the 196. So on the mist, we're going to stay on this course. On the mist, we stay on this course.
Almost hit the guys who almost hit you.
2,500.
Yeah, no, it's a good day for it. We're 7 Tango Sierra, contact Darwin Tower 126.8.
126.8, having something us here. Let's get that gear out. As that comes down, we'll go flaps full. Downwind Tower to Havilland 717 Tango Sierra, the ILS 20 right, 9 out.
7 Tango Sierra, Downwind Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 20 right to Havilland 7 Tango Sierra. Forgot to set the minimums, 200. Bring that speed down, bring them flaps down. We got a VREF of 119. Call that right there. My airplane. Whoa! My airplane indeed. What we're gonna do is keep ourselves in the flight director here. Nothing too fancy. I am all out of fanciness tonight. In fact, my contacts are turning into the Sahara. We're above the glide slope. Oh, now we're below the glide slope. Above, below, above, below, above, below. We cool, we cool. All right, gear is out, and 3 green, and flaps are out to 35. We have the clearance. We're still flying the glide slope with our head down in the hood. Good practice. As soon as we get to minimums, we'll put our head up.
We're 232 whiskey. Long Beach Scaran, runway 30, taxi via Foxtrot Delta, cross runway 3, Foxtrot runway 34 right.
That's trim. $1,000. Almost there. The flight from hell will end soon. What are we doing on gas? Got plenty of gas. The reason why I put a lot of gas in the tanks. Smart. Alright, let's hook up. That's a beautiful sight right there. Alright,
Perfect.
landing.
Top Mike, Lindbergh, runway 27, taxi via Charlie. Dude, Whiskey, affirmative you did, however, at this point, cross 734, right?
Taxi mode, bring them flaps up. Take the right exit here. For the West FBO. Park here next to some of these nice planes.
Tango Sierra, where are you parking?
I'll take the West FBO, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, taxi parking via Bravo, monitor ground 132.25. Good night.
Alright, parking Bravo, ground 13225. 7 Tango Sierra, have a great night. Thanks for your help.
Runway 4129, Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
25. Let's take next to these guys right here. APU on. Start APU. Generator bleeds. Keto heat can come off. Yeah. The lights can come off. Strobe can go to red. Car there waiting to pick us up. The fuzz. They've figured us out. All right, brake. Let's bring them props back. APU is on. Overhead looks fantastic. And power off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John Wayne Airport. Holy shit. What a flight. I'm gonna go back and watch that replay. Wow. That was something else, I will say. That was a lot of fun, is what it was. That's seriously, like, I am sufficiently sweaty at the moment, and it's a good thing. Put ourselves up here in the tower. Send back. So there we're on the visual at that point. Plane looks real nice coming in. Got the lights off the ground. Remember, this is a plane that you fly into the ground, so the landings are going to be thumpers. They're not intended to be soft greasers like you might have in your Boeing or your Airbus. What am I looking for here? Oh god, oh god. What am I doing? That's the one. Oh yeah. Maybe that was a bit of a thump, but whatever. I'll take it. Alright, one more. Last one. I'll take it. Folks, it's been awesome. Go check out Josh. Josh is streaming up next, I believe. Also, be sure to follow all of our other great streamers. Chevy, Giant Unicorn, Lumber Hacks, Flight Side Tech, Iced. Say hello if you guys stream. Crosswind, thank you for joining us, man. Much appreciated. Can't wait for that Q400 to be in P3D version 3 for reals. You guys have a great product over there. And yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. It's been fantastic. This was so much fun tonight. Like, I can't express how much I enjoyed flying this plane this evening, and not at all what I expected to be doing, or how I expected it to go. But thank you again, and we'll see you. Yeah, have a great night. We'll probably be back. I don't know. I shouldn't make promises. I like to do Wednesday. I don't know if well, no, it's not going to happen on Wednesday. Probably be back on Friday. Can't do any other days this week, so let's skedoodle. Check out the dash. Good night, guys. Where's the thing at? Where's the thing? Where's it at? There we go. Oh, man. What a night. You guys are the best.